dda, croeso cynnes iawn unwaith eto i'r podlediad yma. Good evening, a very warm welcome once again to this podcast. Cyfres 3, y bennod gyntaf. Y bennod gyntaf. Series 3, the first episode. Rhagenwau. Pronouns. So, I've changed the theme tune there, and we've got a new logo. I write music, and it's one I've had knocking about for a while. Seemed to fit quite well as a theme tune. Okay, and as I build up the story for the lesson each day, we're at a point now where the web lessons are being written as I broadcast them. So each day I'm spending more time preparing the lessons now, which means two things. Well, it means a few things really, but it means that I'll be able to fit as much into the quiz or something or suffer somewhere. But ideally, what I've opened up to this now is I'm going to be explaining my sort of research process as well. So all the links that are on my daily quiz each day are what I've looked through the day to become a better teacher for what I'm going to teach in the podcast later on that day. So there you go. And what I was going to say was start looking at these dictionaries as well. In the explanation for today's listening practice, there's a couple of links off to a few dictionaries there and showing you the conjugations as well. So you can have a look at that. You don't have to learn them all, just be aware of them. Yeah, so what I'm going to pull out of that welcome bit there is the word yawn. So I-A-W-N. So that's 3 vowels in a row in Welsh. But the I functions as a consonant there, as the y sound, as in you, as in you are this or you are that. English word y for yacht and yogurt and stuff. But the y sound is what we use for the letter I in Welsh when it's used in a special way next to other vowels. So I-A-W-N, yawn. The A and W are making a vowel combo of ow, like in cow. English word cow. So yow, yawn, and stick an N on the end, yawn. It means very in this instance. That's the only thing I'm going to pull out of there. The other thing is pennod as well. So instead of counting now in cardinal numbers, I'm going to give you some ordinal numbers. So rather than saying the number 1 for this episode, I'm going to say the first episode. So y bennod gyntaf, because pennod is feminine, it becomes bennod after the definite article, the word the or the letter Y, as we know it. A bennod, feminine, singular noun after the definite article. And gyntaf, because pennod is feminine, gyntaf becomes gunta or gunta. Yeah, so the F's can be silent sometimes through choice, colloquially. Well, it wouldn't be written down, would it? Because how can this written down letter be silent? So, yeah, there you go. Right, moving on to the next bit, which is, as I scroll down, is all the words. So we're on pronouns. I've got 14 words for you rather than 5 for each sound. Because we're not going for sounds now, we're just going groups of words that fit together. So the first one is E, letter I, E. E. Sounds like double E in English. We know that. It's a vowel, long I, E. So it means a preposition to, into, or for. It means a pronoun of I or me. And it is the name of the letter I as a noun as well. V means I or me. It's a soft mutation of me. Me, M-I, it means I or me. Pronounced the same way. Me in English, me in Welsh, me. Yeah. Okay, so it's a musical note as well as a noun, like do, re, mi, sort of thing. And it's also particle, a pre-verbal particle. It gets put on the front of sentences to say this sentence is affirmative, kind of. So you say me, and then a verb, and then the rest of the sentence. So, but we're talking about it being a pronoun, but I want to point out the other uses for these so they don't get mixed up. T can be a golf tee, like a little piece of plastic you put your ball on, but really it's a pronoun. It means the singular informal version. You would call someone you know well, or very informally, or beneath you, as in superiority. And it's singular as well, so it's definitely one person. D is the soft mutation of that and gets used in its own right, and is also the name of letter D in the Latin script, so it can be a noun in that way as well. Chdi is a northern Welsh version of T, informal you. It's CHDI. The CH is one letter, and then D, and then it's pronounced just like the one, like it's a cup of tea, but D. Chdi, put on the front. There you go. O means him or he. It also is the name of the letter O, and it can be used to say, "Oh, what's that?" As a interjection. And vo means he or him or it. They're the North versions, O and vo, and then the South versions are e, that's E, and ve, that's fe. Depending on whether you use O or vo or a or ve, depends on the sentence and whether there's vowels just before it, and whether you're doing other different grammar structures, such as the imperative we were talking about. When you put uch, you would say esgysodwch fi. That means excuse me, so you would mutate then. But the V is often used down south more than the me is used up north. But me is more formal as well. Ni is, he, H-I, just pronounce that all the others, like rhyming with tea, cup of tea. He is she or her, and ni, N-I, same pronunciation again, is us or we, or that can be a negative particle if the sentence is negative. Chi is a plural you or a formal you, where there's more than one people, or they're above you, teacher, etc., or you've been very polite, or you don't know them. Nu, N-H-W, nu, and then a h sound, nu. That means they or them. The story I'll read out, and all the grammar will be on the lesson, is esgysodwch fi, hoffwn I chi siarad am mi. Excuse me, I would like for you to talk to me. Does dim breiciau arnach chdi. There's no brakes on you. Sut wyt ti? A chi? A dy dad di? How are you? And you? And your dad? Mi ddylai fo ddweud o. Ni ddylai fe ddweud e. He should say o. He shouldn't say e. Mae hi'n dod gyda ni. Gallwch chi gyd fynd gyda nhw. She's coming with us. You lot can go with them. Okay, so I'm not going to have time to go over the story, but the idea is to go off and have a listen to that again and do the exercise on the quiz today. Look at the published date and line it up, you'll find it. You can hop back into between any of the quizzes, all historical. So that's enough for today. Thank you very much. Bye.